I signed up for a powerlifting meet without thinking twice about it because I listened to this one David Goggins podcast. And I'm going to talk to you today about why this one decision changed my life while we do some cardio together. One day I was listening to this podcast with David Goggins and Hooverin. He was just talking about how, one, there's no carrot, it's all sticks. We're looking for that gratification to say like that we're doing a good job, or we're looking for that good thing, like we have this goal and we're like, oh, when I get there, I'm just gonna feel so good. And he's just like, no, like you have to put in the work every single day. I mean, this man is limping. He's still doing multi-day marathon. His work ethic is so mind-blowing to me. And why I relate to him is because he has ADHD. So it's like, I don't have an excuse. That's all I was thinking about during that whole podcast. And in that moment, I think it was around the fourth, fifth time I listened to it, I was like, I'm ready for the next level. I want to push myself in ways that I've never pushed myself before. So I was like, okay, what is the thing that's going to require me to push myself past where I'm at now? So I started Googling. I know I wasn't running. Okay, I knew that. And I knew I wasn't doing CrossFit. I knew that. But what I did know is that I want to get stronger. I want to push my body further than its limits. And my eye caught on to powerlifting, and I saw that there was a meet November 15th of this year. I immediately signed up, and then I reached out to my coach now, Coach Kyle. Shout out to Coach Kyle. And I reached out to him and I'm like, hey, would you train me? Because he's done multiple powerlifting meets. And I mean, my coach is squatting 500 pounds, deadlifting 600 pounds. I wanted to make sure that I chose someone that has done it before, that's been successful at it, and is further along than me, right? So I can learn and soak up everything I can. And I signed up immediately because I can tend to overthink. I tend to overanalyze. And I said, you know what? We ain't doing that. On my way into, I bought my spot in the USA Powerlifting meet, which will be November 15th. So if you would like to continue following me along my journey, definitely click like and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when another episode comes out. So the scary part is I've never done this before. I've never competed before. And I really didn't have a plan. Like I didn't have a plan going into it. Like I literally just said, okay, I'm gonna sign up for this powerlifting meet. Okay, I need a coach. I need some help. And it spiraled from there. It's not like I planned this whole thing out. It was really signing for powerlifting meet. Okay, I need a coach. Get a coach. Okay, coach, what's the plan? Right? And then just going from there. And there are moments when I think about like, I only have 49 more days until my first competition. And there are moments where I'm like, oh my goodness, it's getting close. And it's nerves, but it's also like, it's more excitement than nerves. Like I'm excited to do this. Let me tell you, like I have fallen in love with training. I love coming in here. I love lifting heavy. The belief that I had in myself before starting this journey was on the floor. And now it continues to grow every time I step in the gym, because every time I pick up that bar, every time I deadlift, every time I bench, I show myself that I am capable, that I can do the difficult things. And even if I fail, that's still showing me that I show up for myself, even when the circumstances don't turn out the way that I want them to. What I'm discovering about myself in the process, what I discovered is that I've been downplaying my strengths and my value and my worth. When I first started my journey, I can only deadlift 90 pounds. Well, I thought I could deadlift 90 pounds. My bench was at a 75 and my squat was at a 90. Baby, right now I'm squatting 185. I'm deadlifting 255 and I'm benching, my highest bench has been 105. My first week of training with my coach, the week before, I was squatting 90 pounds. The week with him, I was squatting 130 and I still had more reps in the tank. And it just goes to show that I was thinking very little of the strength that I truly have. And I think that is a message, is that we are stronger than we realize. And sometimes we need another person to push us in order to see our greatness. From that point on, my confidence has grown. My belief in myself has grown. I'm continuing to learn how I am when I do fail, how I am when I do push through. I am coaching myself sometimes. Most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm not with my coach. I'm coaching by myself. So I had to learn how to coach myself through things and not care who's watching. Because there's people in the gym and I'm yelling up, 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 trying to like tell myself to push up or to squat up or to deadlift up. And I don't care. Like when that confidence starts to build and you're doing your thing, you just don't care what other people think about you because you have a goal. I am tunnel vision. I have this goal that I'm trying to get to, and you just start to not care. So one thing throughout this journey that I'm also recognizing, there are so many people rooting for me, like my support system, my friends, and my family, which I am very grateful for because I know some people don't have that support system. And my friends are rooting for me. But even if I didn't have people in my corner that was rooting for me, I was still gonna do it anyway. Because when I made the decision, I wasn't thinking about anybody else. I was thinking about pushing myself further than where I was at in June, July. Lastly, you have to stop waiting for the perfect time to do something, because waiting for the perfect time is going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you right where you don't want to be. And I want you to ask yourself this: 3 to 5 years down the line, if my circumstances stayed the same, how would I feel? Where would I be? And really think about that and ponder on that, because the things you don't change will stay the same. You choose what you don't change. And y'all, I'm doing this at 30. Some people maybe like, oh, 30 is too late. Maybe 30 is the starting point. Whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, do the thing. Sign up for something that terrifies you. And that's what I've been doing this whole time. There is power in signing up for something or doing something you always thought about doing without a perfect plan. And I used to not be like that. I used to overanalyze. I used to overthink. I used to say to myself, oh, I need a plan. Oh, I need a business plan. I need to write down all these things. You don't. You do not. I'm telling you, my dream is to be an athlete. What did I do? I signed up for a powerlifting meet to see where my strength is and to see how far I can go. If you're 30 years old, shoot, 40, 50 years old, and you're feeling stuck, maybe you don't need a perfect plan or years of preparation. Maybe you need to sign up for something that terrifies you, that scares you just a little bit or a lot, and figure it out as you go. And you will be surprised where it will land you. That is exactly what I did, and it is changing my life. Make sure you subscribe, like, and also comment if you're gonna try something scary, if you're gonna do something different, and let's do it together. See you in the next video.